Alright guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll be drawing Toga from My Hero Academia. So let's get into it. Alright, first things first, let's start sketching in the circle for Toga's head. Then we can draw a line coming down, angling to the right a bit. From there, we can draw a horizontal line cutting across the circle. Next up, we can head over to the left and start sketching in this line for the side of the face. Then we are going to come across for the chin and then continue that line back up. Now we can head back over to the left and start sketching in the air and add in a bit of detail. And now we can move on to doing the eyes, which will be like two rectangle shapes angling down. Now we can sketch in the iris for the left eye, then for the right, which are small ovals. Then we can add in a straight line for the pupil. Now we can move on to adding in the eyelashes and the eyelids, then followed by the two eyebrows. Now we can head down and add in a simple line for the nose, then we can draw in a curving line for the mouth with a little space. And before we move on to doing the hair, we will decrease the opacity of the current layer and create a new layer to do the hair so we are less destructive. Okay, so now on to the hair, and for this part we are going to move a bit fast. But all you want to do is bring down these lines coming down, covering the forehead for the bang. Then on the left side we can bring down these long hair strands covering the ear. From there we can go ahead and do the same technique for the right side. Now we can head up top and add these curves going around the head, followed by the balled up hair on the right with some hair strands flaring out. Then we can head over to the left and do the same thing. Now we can set the opacity back to regular for the face and move on to doing the body. Alright, so now below the chin, we can drop down these two lines for the neck and draw these two curves at the back of the neck because we will be looking down at Toga a bit, so we will see more of the shoulders. Now you can see we add in two lines coming down for the body, and now we can move up top a bit and add in this square shape for the palm of the hand. Then we can add in 4 ovals as a guide for the fingers. Now we can start with the first finger, which will come up straight at the top with a slight bend. Then we can drop in the rest of the fingers following the arc of the palm. Then we can add the thumb in the back. Alright, so now we can head over to the left and sketch in a similar shape, which will be a bit smaller because it will be further away from us. Now we can go in and add in these 4 ovals as a guide just like the left, and we are going to speed through this part because it's a similar process to the left. Now we can just go in and add in the nails to finish off the fingers. Now we can move down and start adding in the sleeve of the shirt, and now we can do the same on the right. Just grab the selector tool and reposition the hand a bit, and now we can just finish up the right arm. Now we can head back to the top by the shoulder area and add in the collar of the shirt. Then we can head over to the right and fix up the arm and add in the ribbon at the bottom. Lastly, we're just gonna grab our selector tool and just resize the head a bit. Then we can just draw these lines going across the face for the blushes. Alright guys, so we are finished with the sketch, so we're just gonna kick it into time lapse to do all the inking, and we'll be back. Okay, we are back after the inking, and as you can see, everything is clean. Now we can move on to my favorite part, which is adding in all the colors. So we can head over to the right and grab our colors and start dropping it onto the face. Then we can drop it onto the hands. Then we can drop it onto the hair. And we will continue that same process throughout until everything has been filled out. Okay guys, everything has been filled out, but before we move on to adding in the shadows, we are going to create a new layer above the color layer of the color and add in these white lines going across for the detail. Now we can create a new layer and set it to clipping and select a purple color and set the layer to multiply. Now we are just going to add in the shadow underneath the neck. And we are just going to continue that same process all throughout. But in the meantime, while we add in the shadow, let me know what you think about like My Hero Academia. Do you like the series? Have you ever seen it? And what do you think about Toga? Because for me, she's a pretty interesting character to say the least. And I'm not trying to give away any spoilers or anything. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section what you think about My Hero as a series and Toga. So yeah guys. Alright guys, so we finished adding in all the shadows, but wait, check this. Bam! And there you have it guys, the final piece. And as you could see, we added a drop of blood coming down Toga's mouth. But for people who haven't seen the series, they wouldn't know why we do that. But yeah guys, that is pretty much it for the video. Hope you guys learned something, hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Alright, see ya.